Hi, and welcome to this video. I will be doing a guide on how to profit from AI-driven meta ads or Facebook ads, and how my team was able to turn 3.7k into 18 grand in paid traffic. This is in revenue, so it doesn't account for cost of delivering goods, blah blah blah. So this video is going to do three things for you. First thing is I'll be talking about how the Facebook advertising landscape is changing. Number two, I'll be talking about our results. And number three, I'll be going through what the principles are when it comes to our creative and copywriting methodology. So let's talk about how Facebook ads are changing. After the iOS update, a lot of the the third party data, so cookies, retargeting, pixels, they stopped working as well, and there had to be some workarounds. And right now, Facebook is investing very heavily into machine learning ads. I've been having a few conversations with my media buyer, and what's happened is that he says that the end of media buying is coming. What this basically means is you're not as dependent on interest targeting as you used to be. This Financial Times article, so I pulled it up, you can just pop it in the video, is basically saying that the entire business model, or the entire advertising platform, is going to be much more AI driven, and there's going to be less need for a media buyer to go in and tweak everything. And they're investing very heavily into this new technology for Facebook ads. So what this means is that the new game for Facebook ads is going to be changing. It's not going to be so much, can I snipe that perfect interest that is going to give me amazing ROAs? No. Instead, it's more of getting enough creatives to train the Facebook machine to pick the right audiences for you. So here's some of the results that we've gotten for our agency. Right now, for e-commerce offers, we've spent over 3.7k and gotten back 18.7k with a 5x ROAS. This is for a client that does door-to-door delivery, and we've also gotten the cost of purchase down to about $10 to $20 for another door-to-door delivery company that is operating locally within Singapore. For info products, we've been able to achieve a 1% conversion rate for a health info product. We sold over 5 figures for that, and we sold over 6 figures in the personal development niche. Next, we have for coaches and consultants. We've helped a consultant to generate over 12 grand in about 1 month with 3k in ad spend. This is after we kind of tweaked and tested out their campaign. And what basically happened was that we had to just make some changes to the sales letter, make some changes to the lead, increase the emotional pull, increase the promise, and the offer was there already, and that's how we got that result. So that is basically some of the proof that you need to know that we are legit. So right now, where is the Facebook ad game going? So I talked about it earlier. I said it's all in the creative now. And what does that really mean? And how can we apply this insight that it's all in the creative into your Facebook advertising campaigns? There are a few layers to looking at this problem and to solving this issue in your ad account. So the first thing the first principle that you want to have when it comes to scaling your ad campaigns is always feeding the ad machine new creatives and new angles. So what happens is that right now, AI is a big thing in Facebook. Machine learning is an even bigger thing, but you cannot train a machine learning system without having a ton of data points for it to find some sort of commonalities or trends that are occurring. So the entire game becomes, how can I feed Facebook creatives, angles, that help me to select and convert the best customers in the market. So with each ad that goes in, maybe we're using broad targeting. What happens is, let's say ad 1, it gets one segment of the market. Ad 2, it gets another segment of the market. Ad 3, it gets the third segment of the market. And then Facebook takes the data from these 3 segments and these 3 ads to educate ad 4, which is, okay, so given that ad 1, ad 2, and ad 3 have worked, what is the highest chance or highest probability of success in terms of market selection that I can choose to serve this ad to? So basically, it's always about giving the Facebook machine more data points so that it can keep updating that audience for you automatically in order to grow your campaigns and to scale your campaigns. So now that we know, like, okay, let's say these winners will win and they will auto self-select, whatever. And the second thing to do in the Facebook ad, in your Facebook ad account, is the second principle, which is to always cut the bloat and the fat in the machine. So now we know that we have to kind of train the ad account on the right ad creatives and on the right ad messaging. We also have to punish it for not performing to our standards. So what this means is that usually internally for my team, at least, what I'm doing is we have a baseline ROAS. If it doesn't hit that baseline ROAS, we will completely cut it and kill it off at the start so it doesn't pollute the rest of our data. And we're testing out to see how this works. Maybe I'll make a follow-up video a couple of weeks from now to see whether this is a sustainable system to scaling our ads. But this is what we're testing out right now. So you are on the cutting edge, I suppose. So yeah. Number 3, it's keeping a sober mind when you're running ads. I think it's not very wise to just run ads and just, this account, this ad is, or like have a rule where okay. So principle number 3, it's about keeping a sober mind when you're running an ad account. I've designated kind of 2 roles in my agency. First one is like the creative role, and the second one is like the data analysis role. So the data guy will come to the creative guy and say, hey, given these ads are working, we have a time horizon where we implement an ad. We spend like about $200 to test whether an angle works, whether a set of angles will work, and then once we find a few winners within the ad set, we go back to the creative guy, where then after that we start to create more ads that are based on the winning ads. And I think we do, to make this system work properly and to give every ad a chance at a winning shot, it's important to keep a sober mind and to spend with a level of discipline and to be able to manage your budgets wisely. Right now we are starting at about $100 per campaign, $100 per campaign, and at ad set level is about $50 each, and we'll run that for about 3 to 4 days to find the winning creative, and then we duplicate and scale from there. So that is the approach that we're taking right now to manage the new current situation in Facebook ads. Hopefully this is useful to you, and yeah. Okay, so now we're done talking about the ad set side of things and the ads side of things. Let's talk about the creative side of things. So when it comes to the creative, another system that we are testing out as well is to be tagging our ad creatives. So in the ad level itself, we are naming each ad with a specific tag where it's like, okay, we are using this creative style. So we are using some sort of before and after, just for an example, before and after picture, and then we are using speed of transformation of loss of achieving of desired outcome. So that's combination 1. combination 2 is maybe before and after, but then instead of talking about the speed of transformation, I'm going to be talking about the how easy it is for someone to achieve that transformation and what it takes to achieve that transformation. And that's at 2. Then at 3, maybe we'll do before and after and testimonial. And then for maybe at 4, we'll do before and after, and then what's another desire? Before and after, and then after that we'll talk about maybe the pain that someone feels if they don't achieve their transformation. So by doing that, we start to know, okay, what is the market's most important issue? Is it like, do they want to feel that they are more, it's easy for them to do? Do they want to feel that, do they want to run away from pain in their lives? Or do they just need a bit of hope? So this is how we are tagging our ads. And then from then, we're going to make the next level, the next informed decision. Okay, given that these 5 different tags are, some of them will work, some of them won't work. So we'll take, so the ones that work together, we'll kind of combine them and see, okay, what's the common thread? What is this suggesting about our audience? And then we make an analysis off of that. And then we develop the next 5 ads, the next 3 ads, and that's how we're planning to scale. So yeah, that is the framework if you guys want to use it for yourself and to test it out. Yeah, this is what we're using for our clients right now. So yeah, that's about it. Yeah, so if this was interesting to you, if this system is something that you want my team and I to implement in your business, well, apply in the funnel link below. There's probably a case study, book a call thing there. And I'll see you then. And if you have any questions when it comes to marketing, copywriting, offer creation, media buying, just send them to me, put them in the comments, and I will get my team and I to basically answer them, give you the best answers that we can, and to provide you with support as well. I think moving forward for 2023, I do want to spend more time creating an online presence, personal brand, and I do want to spend more time really documenting my systems as well. I feel like for the past year or so, a lot of the things were kind of just underground. I didn't really share much online. I didn't really talk much about like, oh, what was I doing? How was I testing? What were some of the hypotheses that I had? And how did these tests play out? I think this year I do want to start documenting this journey more because it's going to help to grow the agency, and it's also going to improve our own systems as well because we have documentation. This video is documentation. So yeah, that's it from me. I'm glad to do this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Download my course, it's free. It talks about the fundamentals of advertising, copywriting, offer creation, design even. Yeah, download my course. I'll see you then. Bye bye.